Hey everybody, welcome to the channel where every day is range day. As you may notice, I am not in my house. I'm in some very eclectically decorated hotel for a work trip. We have some camo flooring, we have some paintings that look like old baseball cards, we've got old farm looking wallpaper. It's a little crazy. I mean, come on. But this gets us into the topic of our video. How do you legally conceal carry in other states you don't live in? I figured this is a good time to answer a question that several people ask me when they have to travel between states. How do you legally conceal carry in another state that's not the state you live in? Well, I'm going to hit a couple of key points and hopefully it will cover everything you need to know to legally conceal carry in another state. First of all, this seems like a gimme, however, there is a reasoning to it. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, do you have a concealed carry permit or a concealed carry deadly weapons permit or whatever your state calls it? The reason I say that is some states have a constitutional carry law or permitless carry law where as long as you are legally able to have a firearm or a pistol by any other means, you can conceal carry it. Kentucky is one of those states, and I live in Kentucky and most of the guys hail from Kentucky. And so for us, we don't have to have a concealed carry to conceal carry in Kentucky. If you don't have a concealed carry license and you go to another state, they may not have a constitutional carry or permitless carry law. And if you don't have your concealed carry in the state you come from, chances are you're probably not going to be able to carry a firearm. While more and more states are adopting this permitless carry or constitutional carry law, most states right now require you to have a CCDW license. Even if your state has a permitless carry law, take advantage of it as soon as you can. However, we still recommend you get your concealed carry license, especially if you plan to travel or your work takes you to a bunch of different states. It's nice to know that you can carry wherever you go. Number two, what is your means of travel? If you plan on flying, we are not the experts on flying to another state and taking your firearms with you. A lot of people don't know this, but it is completely legal to check your firearms at an airport and travel to another state by air as long as you go through the proper TSA channels for that. We have never done that at range day because most of the time when we go somewhere we drive. However, there are some other resources that you can look into, such as War Poet, who do fly with their firearms for classes or for training or something like that, and they have released videos on that. So if you plan on traveling by air and you intend to take your firearm with you, I highly recommend you go and check that video out by John Lovell at the Warrior Poet Society. And it is very informative, and he will give you a lot of good information about flying with your firearm. If you plan on driving, which is most of the case for us, you need to know what state you're going to and what sometimes people don't think about, what states you will be driving through. It is important to look at what states you're going to be driving through because while you are on the ground in those states, you are under that state's law. The easiest way, and this is what I always do, is to Google a reciprocity map for your state. For us, we live in Kentucky, so I type in Kentucky concealed carry reciprocity map. And this wonderful image right here will show me what states honor Kentucky's concealed carry permit. And each of those states have their own firearm laws. And so, if you plan on driving through multiple states, you need to make sure you take a route to where you go through states that honor your concealed carry. Otherwise, leave it at home because you do not want to get caught on the wrong day, pulled over with a firearm in the car, which you cannot legally own in that state. And piggybacking off of that with state laws, number 4, you need to know what firearms you plan on taking. Whether you're going on a hunting trip or you're traveling for work or for pleasure or whatever, different states have laws for different classifications of firearms. If you're going on a hunting trip, you're most likely going to be taking a rifle or a shotgun, some long gun like that, and most state laws are a little more lax about those kind of firearms. When we're talking about pistols or we're talking about sporting rifles like an AR-15 or an AK-47, different states are going to have more stringent rules depending on the political climate there. You need to know what firearms you can and cannot have in those states you plan on driving through. Some states require you to have specific identification cards for the firearm and ammunition for yourself, otherwise you can't have it. The reason I bring this up as a point is when I'm going on a pretty sizable trip in a car, I like to keep a long gun in the back seat. Something that if I get into a conflict or if I have to, God forbid, use a firearm on an interstate or a highway, having something that can reach out a little bit further than a handgun is going to be beneficial for me in that moment. So I do travel with an AR-15 build or something like that if I can legally travel through that state. So all of that is a process that we typically go through when we know we have to travel to another state. Number 1, do you have a concealed carry? Number 2, how are you going to travel? Number 3, what states are you going through? And number 4, what firearms do you plan on taking? And at the end of the day, I know I can speak for myself. Sometimes if I'm going on a long trip and I have to skirt around a state because they don't recognize our right to carry firearms, I'm going to do that every time because I know if I have a firearm with me, I am capable and prepared to defend myself, my life, and the life of those I love around me. So with that being said, if you like this video, please let us know by leaving us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about this video or anything you see on the channel, go ahead and leave that below in the comments section and we will get back to you. If you like this video and you'd like to keep up with the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like to be notified of when we drop new videos, hit that bell icon and select the preference that works best for you. With all that being said, we hope this quick video helps you prepare yourself to carry a firearm in another state and your means of travel. With that being said, this is Mac at Range Day, where every day is range day. Thank you for watching.